What's up with y'all? What's the deal? It's me and OPING, and today I am back playing my boy Dr. Mundo in the Baron lane. Now, as you can see, we're up against a pretty stacked lobby today. Ain't gonna lie, just pre-lobby, I'm already sweating, yo. I could tell this is a hard one. We do got Talent Wildrift on the enemy team. Big ups to Talent Wildrift, yo. Going to be versing the set matchup today. Should be pretty interesting. Should be pretty fun. Going to be showing y'all how I actually maneuver into such a difficult matchup. Alright, y'all, so no long conversation. I'm finna get right into it. So basically, into this set matchup, especially with Talent Wildrift on the volley bear, bro, I have to stay tapped, bro. I cannot be lacking. I cannot be feeding. Honestly, if I actually feed into the volley bear, I know that Talent Wildrift will be able to capitalize on my mistakes. So heading into this game, I'm on my P's and Q's, bro. I'm on 100%, man. We locked in trying to get this W. So essentially what I like to do into this early game, especially into the set matchup, is really just respecting the early levels, farming safe underneath turret, and honestly just looking for that free farm, bro. Not really looking to interact with set before my first item, honestly. But as you can see, playing very disciplined and patient into the set here. Alright, y'all, so freezing the lane right here is my #1 priority, especially into lane bullies like set. My lane is very gank prone, especially with the volley bear on the enemy team. I can easily get chunked out and sent to that gray screen, so really just need this freeze to actually be able to trade into the set without taking any critical damage, bro. Because as you can see, it's very easy to get into that kill threshold, especially into these lane bully champions. Besides that, though, we'll be hitting my level 3. I think I will actually stay in lane here. Q ends up landing on the set. E as well. We end up dodging that W or that haymaker. We was playing the lane pretty smart so far. I don't know if I take B's here. My ult is coming up in 5. Let's see. Very smart. We end up taking the back, recalling, picking up the Giant's Bell. Looks like we're going to be working into the Heartsteel Rush. I think that was actually a pretty good back as well. Just getting my gold onto the map, having an item lead into the set as well. Ended up clicking my goals. Was looking for rundowns. We missed that initial Q into the set. Going to be running him down though, tapping him up with auto attacks. He ends up flashing up Q, E in him for the execute, sending him back to the gray screen, securing that first blood. Now I am low HP right now, but we're going to be tapping up this being for level 5. I did have a sense that volley bear would rotate. Talent tends to camp my lane, bro, whenever I run into him. So he ends up taking bait here, thinking I did not have ults. We end up popping my ultimate, looking for the re-engage. I end up engaging onto the volley bear, end up going for the auto E. Just nearly he missed his shielding, allowing me to actually take him out there. We did pick a Scorpion, so I'm gonna look for a slight shove into the set. Poppy is sitting around my lane, so this could be a really good fight. Set ends up taking bait. I end up landing my Q, letting Poppy do the dirty work. We just waiting it out here. Wanted to land that Q, didn't work out. That's cool. Gonna look for this fast push. We do have Heartsteel up and ready for pickups. We'll be looking for that B. We have extremely big buys. Heartsteel is Mundo's core item. Once we do get this on the map, I will actually be a threat. Now that Heartsteel is picked up, I will be queuing up the play the still caps. It's a must need this game, especially with 3 AD on the enemy team. Going to be walking back into the set. Now that we do have my Heartsteel, it's going to open up a lot more engage options into this set, man. We're just gonna look for this low clear here. Really looking if the set recalled or not. If he did, I will look to force plates here. Just taking it slow. It looks like we're gonna be fast pushing this wave, looking for potential platings. Gonna be making my move. Ended up taking turret aggro for no reason. Regardless, we taking plates. Plates be priority, and then we're going to walk out and secure that Heartsteel proc. He ends up ulting me underneath turret. Very interesting. Going to be just walking this off. I don't think I need to ult. We'll end up ulting. Q ends up landing. Slight force into the set. Not too shabby. We ended up coming off with 2 platings there, so it's definitely worth if it's just from my ultimate. We'll be securing the Scorpion. Don't know why Set's actually contesting with that Ignite. It's a bit mad. As I said before, we'll be taking the Scorpion. Almost have enough for my plated still cap. So once we get that, this lane's essentially over for the set. Wanted to go for that slight little engage there. His shield ends up dropping. Looking for the QE. I ended up missing the QE. That's actually unfortunate. We'll end up landing the Q underneath turret. Dirty Qs. With Set dead, this basically allows me free access to the platings. I will be looking to take out the first turret on the map, so really just going to be forcing this down. Lux really tried to take me out there. That's wild. Anyways, going to be farming up the T1 here. Legit just 400 HP. We're just going to take this out and look to run away, bro. My ult's also ticking. I end up popping my ultimate to secure the turret. Talon wildrift ends up backing off. That's cool with me. We have played the still cast buys as well. No need for me to stay here. After we get plated, I think we're going to be going right into the Titanic Hydra Rush next. Holy, I really said nah. Button the plated still caps. Let me go into Titanic. So at this point, bro, we're fully spiked. We're fully spiked, and it's basically 5 minutes into the match so far, bro. So I'm definitely cooking up. We do have objectives up on the map too, so I could definitely get my presence known around the map. Titanic is proccing. My minion wave clear is insane at this point, bro. I need to be stopped. Set ends up going down. Looks like we're going to be looking towards taking this T2 off of his hands, man. Enchanted Ensemble is up too, so basically I'm gonna just look for splits. Enemy team will have to make a decision between defending this T2 or heading towards the Enchanted Ensemble. Looks like we did secure objective. We'll be looking to take out this T2 as well. Definitely looking very bright on my side. I don't know what Lux is doing here. I will violate you. I have Heartsteel plus Titanic. She's getting cracked for like half her HP bar, bro. It's not even funny. Wanted to get Heartsteel proc on the Sona. We'll have to get that up. Didn't want to force because I was unsure of the location of Volibear. And if I do end up throwing my bounty into the wrong player, bro, I could definitely sell this game and end up with a loss, bro. So I'm really trying to avoid any dumb plays at this point. I'm dead a paycheck to anybody who's able to collect me. So definitely have to play it very safe. I feel a lot more confident into these team fights knowing that I do have a bit of tankiness on me. We'll be queuing up the Thornmail by next, especially with the Sona healing, the Volibear healing. We'll definitely get a lot of use out of the item. My ult's coming up as well. I'm feeling very strong and commanding in this position. I did see that Jinx is near the bot lane. Looks like she ended up running away. Really just looking for a pick anywhere if possible. Q ends up landing on the Sona. Did not take that engage. Volibear is topside, so at this point it looks like I have the green light to possibly look for engage into the enemy team if possible. Looks like I do end up rotating back to top just in order to deny this Volibear platings. He's possibly the only person on the enemy team I am worried about. Sitting with 1 kill. Looks like he will end up taking out this T1 is what it is. I will just be looking to kill him. At this point, he's just looking for this proxy, taking out the wave. Taking a lot longer to kill, especially with just Trinity Force on the Volibear. Is what it is though. We'll end up taking him out. Regardless, we do have our Bramble Vest up for buys, building into our Thornmail. Once we have that, it will be practically impossible for Volibear to repeat the same things he did just now. We'll be picking up the Scorpion once more and looking for shoves onto the enemy team. But yeah, as I said before, Titanic procs, especially on the main wave, super satisfying, bro. There's nothing better than that. We'll be walking it down now. Set essentially just left lane and just leaving me to my own devices. Looks like Volibear ended up rotating. Whole enemy team seems to be off the map as well, so I will be showing him a little bit of respect. We end up moving mid lane. I did see that Jinx may be vulnerable here for a gank. I instantly set my sights towards the Sona, trying to take her out. My flash is up as well. Just could not get onto that back line. So much CC is what it is though. We'll be looking for pushes onto the T2, basically forcing it. Look for the flash onto the Lux as well. We still got the Demolish proc off on the T2. We'll end up taking out the T2 mid. It's looking very good for my team so far. Almost have enough for my fully completed Thornmail. At this point, I'm just looking for silent pushes. We do see that objective is up, so by making like 2 conflict or 2 choke points for the enemy team to actually have they focus on, they really need to choose carefully about their next decisions. Looks like they all put their bets and gambles onto this objective, so I will just be looking for pushes onto the C3. Granted, I do have my Titanic, but running Demolish, bro, this T3 stands no chance once I get underneath it. So as you see, got this minion wave going. Gonna be looking for hard shoves here, pushing this minion wave in just so I have access to proc off my Demolish. Demolish took it to basically half HP. We popped the ultimate. We end up taking out the T3. Plus 200 gold, we take that. Thornmail is up for grabs. Did see a fight, was breaking out, was looking for a flank angle. Ended up taking a lot longer. Jinx was pretty fast too. Looks like she actually procced her passive. Is what it is. We end up giving up that play. Do see that Volibear took the Hex Tech Gate, chasing down the Ziggs. Really trying to peel back the Ziggs here with my Q. Poppy ends up saving the Ziggs with her ultimate. Definitely a well-coordinated team I got this game. We'll be looking for recalls. We do have Thornmail for buys, and it's pretty huge, especially into these life stealers like Volibear, for example. Volibear and Jinx both have some lifesteal on them, so as I said before, definitely a lot of values coming off of that item. Looks like I will be building into possibly a Spirit Visage or a Twin Guard here. Really don't see so far, but I mean, we's definitely smurfing just a little bit in Masters right now. But yeah, since we have such a strong lead, I will be looking to vandalize the T2 turret, bro. Definitely. As you can see, top lane is basically fully broken into. Bot lane is next, and then we'll make moves mid. Don't know why they're trying to contest me here. Putting my full hopes into taking out that T2. Huge rotation though. We'll have to back up. Definitely will have to back up. Showing a lot of respect and a lot of restraint right now. But yeah, not doing too bad. We'll end up taking that TP across the map and looking for this Baron play. Why? I actually don't know. Poppy's attacking Baron. We end up giving up Baron. Thank God. Definitely not a good play. I almost have enough for my Spirit Visage. Once we do get this item, Lux is no longer a threat, and so is that Rift Maker that this Volibear built into. I did see that Volibear did take a lot of damage. Was looking for a slight engage. My ult's up in a few seconds as well. I end up pinging over Baron. But Volibear has no ultimate. It could be pretty good. Really just waiting for anything. Enemy team looks like they engage. I will go on the back line. We end up E in the Sona, taking her out. Trying to run down this Lux here. Lux ends up going to a choke point. I just couldn't. At this point, I think I actually end up threatening the base here. Especially since such a big objective is up, such as Baron. Q ends up landing on the Lux. Wanted to walk her down. Just did not have the movement speed. I end up pinging over Baron at this point. I do know that Volibear is potentially sitting somewhere trying to take this objective, man. But yeah, we farming up Baron at this point. Really hoping we can get this. Don't know if they have vision. Volibear goes over the wall. Volibear ends up getting popped. He actually does end up taking Baron, but is it enough though? I don't think so. Damn, Lux actually ended up taking the Baron. I did not even peep that. That is crazy. They actually clutched that. But yeah, it's not enough. We almost have my Spirit Visage. Literally almost a fully skilled Mundo. What can they actually do? We'll just take this re. Damn, really smart decisions. Man saying wait it out. Literally the only opportunity to come back into the game. Yo, look at that. That's big brain moves right there. Big brain moves. Big ups to me for that. I was really locked into this game. Sitting 5-0-1. Haven't given away 1 kill yet. And I mean, do see that Sona is kind of sitting in the mid lane right now. Was pinging over the server to protect the turret. I ended up roaming over looking for this Jinx. We ended up looking for rundowns. Q lands. Boom. We ended up blowing her up with the Titanic procs. Did see that Volibear was over there. I ended up stopped chasing, which is very good. Just focusing on this minion wave. We'll end up rotating towards the mid lane. Enemy team did make big moves, taking out that T2. End up putting my full focus onto the back line. End up refocusing onto the Volibear. My team's basically not there. Can't really do too much. Ults up in a couple seconds. We chilling. We didn't actually take too much damage off of the play on Baron, so it was definitely worth not fighting during it. But yeah, sitting 6-0-1, not too bad. We'll be taking out this Drake, looking for an engagement onto the enemy team. Volibear are going in, setting my focus onto the Sona. We in the back line. Sona ends up getting popped. I end up looking towards the Lux. Nope, we end up giving up the fight. Looking towards this set. Set ends up getting collected as well. The back line is getting focused now. Q nearly lands onto the Jinx. Jinx ends up getting taken out with the E plus the Heartsteel stack. Now, I mean, we're legendary right now, setting 8-0-2. $700 bounty, bro. I'm a rich man. I'm a rich man. Now, I mean, when I play corporate Mundo, I mean business. Y'all should know this by now. But yeah, finna be looking for the pushes on mid lane. Do see that Lux is there. We'll just be zoning her off the wave completely so she can't clear it out. Looks like we might be looking for the end. I end up popping my ultimate. Looks like we looking for the Nexus here. There's no minion wave. We'll end up backing up. Looks like we're gonna have to wait for that end. I don't know what my last item will be. I think we might be building into some fire for the last item. We will see. Sitting 450 stacks as well. Not doing too shabby whatsoever. We'll be looking for the B right now. Yeah, we're looking for Bs. Looks like I might be building into Gargoyles enchant. Yup. Picked up the Gargoyles. Proccing over to the Sunfire pickup. Literally very strong, but we cannot be losing this Baron, bro. I am so sick and tired of losing Barons. We cannot be losing Barons. So I end up pathing over there, picking off my squishy teammates. Clearing vision. We chilling. I might actually look to force base. Well, anyways, I mean, trying to zone off the enemy team. They have no vision on objective as well, so they're really just playing off what he say, she say, and pinging. Elder is up here. I end up ulting, looking for engagement on the enemy team. Wanted to get onto the Jinx. We'll end up looking mainly for this Volibear. Elder is up, as I said before, so we trading into him heavy. Whole enemy team is here too. Trying to run down the Sona. Bro, my team ends up clutching up Elder halfway across the map. Q ends up hitting the Sona. She ends up going down. Looking for the set. Set ends up going down as well. We're setting 9-0-4. At this point, we're looking to close out the game. It's looking very good. We'll recall. Looking to pick up my Sunfire Aegis. We do have Sunfire Aegis acquires. I will be walking right back into the scuffle. Looks like I pinged over Baron. I don't think we can actually close out the game here. We'll see. Yo, looks like I will be running towards the enemy Nexus. Enemy team seems to be pretty poked up. We'll just look for ults underneath, looking for that nexus. We end up closing out the game 9-0-4. Not bad whatsoever. So if y'all did enjoy his content, I mean, please let me know in the comments by liking, possibly subscribing. I don't know. Let's see how good we did this game. We're currently sitting Masters 1, 26 stars, but I actually did manage to hit Grandmasters, bro. For those who know, y'all know, bro. If y'all were in the live streams, y'all could definitely tune in onto the live streams. I do live stream, I mean. But yeah, we definitely performed 9-0-4. Big ups to Talent Wildrift. Appreciate playing with you. It's always an honor, bro. If y'all did enjoy, please consider liking, subscribing. I'm out to see y'all in the next one. Peace out.